Hello everyone, this is an introduction video to the memory visualization tool or MV. And this is a project which is supervised by me, that is Umair, and it's been developed by Shahryar Ahmed. Um, so the aim is that when we are trying to learn pointers in C++ and the dynamic memory allocation, the de-allocation, so normally students have a hard time visualizing how the memory is assigned in whenever we write something in code. So the aim is that we can show the students how it works, and that will hopefully help us in understanding the concepts of memory management. And also for people like me who teach, it becomes easier for me to teach how the memory management happens at the back end. So you can go to this link on the top. It says humblepenguin.h.io/mb. So I will give the link in the description as well. And once you come over here, you click on download now, download now, and you get this page. You can, if you like, you can pay some donations. Otherwise, you can just click on no thanks. You move to this page. If you install if you download the installer, it's going to say that it's from an uncertified source. The software is completely safe. There's no virus in it. This happens because every installer you create, it requires a certain amount of certification. So if you don't want to do that, you can download the executable directly. So you click on download, and over here it is giving you a warning because it's from a source which h.io does not recognize. So don't worry, it's completely safe. You can download it, and in this case I'm putting this MV on the desktop, so I just save it over there. uh, and I can just click over here. Or you can go to the desktop and start from there. Again, Windows is complaining. You can click on more info, and then you click on run anyway. Again, since it's an executable, the Windows is afraid that I might be running a virus. Normally, executable files are executable files carry viruses, but it's completely safe. Uh, we just click on run anyway, and the software gets started. It's best that you run the software in full screen mode, uh, because whenever you type the code, so we see how the memory is arranged on the right hand side. So the larger the area, the more memory you can allocate. That's how the software has been designed. If you find that the font size is a bit small, you can change that. Later we will have a toolbar over here where we will be adding things, but for the time being we have these basic functions. uh, and once you are done, you can click on the submit feedback. If you click on this, it will take you an online form. I would really appreciate that you fill out that form. It does not take any of your personal information. It just gets your data as to from where you are, what age you have. It doesn't ask for your email or your phone number or anything like that. So we need that amount of data just to understand how useful this software has been. So that's part of our research. So once you have this, you can always press the escape, and you get this menu, and then you can know about like who created this software. You can change the light and dark mode. You go back to menu. You can click here. So you can give some feedback over here. You can click on the version info. You get the version, or you click on the service where it takes you to the online form, and you can well, hopefully you will select yes and press next, and that will take you to this form. And uh, just give us uh, just give us your opinions, like if you are male, female, if what age you belong to, from what is your ethnicity. So this way it will help us understand how the student from different backgrounds know about it. And yes, you can always, so this is my account, so you can always write to me over here if you have some queries, you want to ask some questions. So since I'm logged in with my account, so that's why it's showing over here. It will not take any of your personal information if you submit the form. So now we go back, so you press escape, you come out. Now we go back to this video, and now to show like how the software works. So it's quite simple. You just write something like, for example, in this case, you write int a, you write the C code, uh, and you can see that the variable a has been assigned over here. And I haven't given it any value. So once you declare an integer, so it takes about 4 bytes of memory. And once I assign a value, suppose I give it a 10 value. Now you can see that we have the 10 value over here. So you can see like whenever you're typing the code, this right hand side, the memory, it changes in real time. So that's the good thing about the software. There are other software where you can write where you can do the same things, but they are not in real time. So you have to write the all code. You have to submit the code, then it shows you the visualization, but it's not as intuitive as this visualization is. So now, if you suppose we define a pointer, uh, and oh, keep in mind that you have to write it like this. Um, and let's give it the address of A. So So once you write this, you see that a pointer variable has been declared, and the value of the pointer is the address of A. So whatever the address of A, it goes into the pointer, and it starts pointing towards A over here. Now you can always click here. It shows you the address value. If you click here, so it shows us like, okay, this is the address of the pointer, but it is pointing to this value, which is also this value. So you can click on this and it will show you this information, added information, and that way you can get a good idea as to how the pointers are working. Now, if we declare another pointer, suppose this time we declare a float. Let's call it a float pointer. Let's call it fptr, and we write it equal to new float. And as soon as we do that, you can see that a pointer is created, but this time it's pointing towards a new memory location. And it shows this that this memory location is locked, which means that only this pointer has access to this memory location, and the computer is not going to use this memory location. And you can turn these locks icons on and off. So you can see that I think keeping them on is better. And now you can put some value into fptr. Okay, so it doesn't support, yeah. So it should support in future. It will support F as well, but for the time being, it's not supporting that. So that will have happen. And now we have put some value over here. So and now we will delete. Uh, and as soon as we click delete, so this becomes a free block, and you can see that it's unlocked now. So now even though this pointer is pointing over here, it still can access this memory location, but it's an unlocked memory location, which means that if we put some value over here, the computer might change that value because it's unlocked now. So that may happen. And now to uh, set it equal to null. So modern C++ requires that we write null ptr. So once we do that, so now this pointer is no longer pointing towards this memory location, and that sort of resolves the issue of dangling pointers. If you have the dangling pointers, you will know like what that actually means. So you can. So this was a small overview of the software. The good thing is you can write a lot of code over here. The stack it starts to fill up, and if you delete the code, you can see that the changes they start working in reverse, and the code and the animation is very dynamic. So that's the good thing about this software. And if you are ever having problems with C++, you can just fire this software up, write code, and see like what changes happen as you type the code. So this software is I believe this is a very well made software. It is very intuitive. It has good animations, good visualization, and will help you learn this like these concepts about pointers, the memory allocation very easily. And as before, like once you use the software, even if you know the concept of pointers, if you start using the software, you will realize like, okay, this software is really helpful. So once you play around with it, you find it, you really like, you play around with it, and if you like it, or even if you don't like it, you just click on submit feedback. It will take you again to that feedback form and fill out this feedback form because it's going to be very helpful for us to improve the software further and to help other people learn about programming. In future, we will have pointers to objects. We will have uh, passing of values to functions. We will have arrays. So all of that will come in future, and we can only make the software better through your feedback. So please do provide us feedback. It will help us grow. It will help us make this software better. So that's about it. Thank you for your patience.